Today we're here to unveil a jean collection that embodies meticulous craftsmanship and structural integrity. Designed with intention by G-Ramirez, gracefully brought to life in New York. The first chapter of this collection introduces a pair of jeans named Tints of Grey. Bold and captivating, these jeans make a striking statement in contemporary fashion. Their graphic aesthetic fuses colour blocking with geometric precision, evoking an architectural elegance crafted from a tritone palette of contrasting light and dark panels. Here are the exact swatches used to create Tints of Grey. From the early sketches, these shades were named light grey, medium grey, and dark grey. A gradient of tones chosen with intent and purpose. Like a jazz solo captured in cloth, Tints of Grey speaks without saying a word. Its story begins long before the first stitch. This photo captures Miles Davis performing in Copenhagen. For the designer, an ardent jazz lover, it was the elegance of Miles's pants that sparked an idea. A seamless fusion of design and sophistication. This moment marked the genesis of Tints of Grey. This is the designer's original sketch of Tints of Grey. At first, he envisaged them as relaxed fit jeans, loose, lived in, and expressive. But through rounds of sampling and fit tests, he discovered something crucial. For the line work to hold its sharpness, for the architectural design to sit just right, the jeans needed to be a slimmer cut. Tints of Grey, born from intention, inspired by elegance, realized through precision. Now we turn the page to another chapter, this one titled Origin of Shapes. This pair of jeans stands at the intersection of fashion and structure. Crafted in a dual-tone palette of deep black and stone grey, the design features angular geometric panelling that visually sculpts the silhouette. The standout detail, bold line work reminiscent of origami folds, becomes the garment's defining signature. Sometimes inspiration doesn't arrive loud, it unfolds. A delicate origami form hidden in the spine of an old book became the quiet spark behind Origin of Shapes. Here we have the exact swatches, the deep black and stone grey Italian denim used to bring Origin of Shapes to life. To realize the design, rolls of black trim were precisely sewn over the stone grey denim, giving the jeans a three-dimensional sculpted quality, as if the fabric itself had been folded into form. Here is the designer's original sketch for Origin of Shapes. Like Tints of Grey, the initial design was drawn as a relaxed fit, loose and expressive. But after multiple prototypes and trials, it became clear. The sharpness of the lines, the tension of the geometry, it all demanded a slimmer cut to maintain visual precision and structural alignment down the leg. What began as a folded form on paper became a foundation of design. Origin of Shapes is where inspiration took shape, and structure found its voice in style. The closing chapter, In Between Curtains. This pair of jeans plays with contrast. Black and grey fabric sharply divided, yet balanced. It evokes the feeling of a stage before a performance, when the curtains haven't yet parted. The moment between stillness and movement. Each panel is cut with intention. The design slices through the leg like a spotlight, breaking up the silhouette with symmetry and edge. Here are the exact fabrics used to construct in-between curtains. A rich black denim, paired with stone grey, the same tones used in Origin of Shapes. The inspiration actually came from the same origami cutout used for Origin of Shapes, but this time from a different illustration. This is the designer's original sketch for in-between curtains. It shows how just a glimpse of detail from the origami illustration sparked an entirely new concept. The sketch mirrors the finished product, with the only change being the fit, adjusted to a straight leg to ensure the geometry lands cleanly along the silhouette. With sharp lines and industrial contrast, in-between curtains fits seamlessly into a high-concept streetwear rotation, where each piece is worn like architecture. Innovation starts with detail. For the front pockets, the decision was deliberate. No curves, no convention. Instead of the usual rounded seams, the designer cut the pockets at a sharp 90-degree angle, giving the denim a geometric shape. Deep and functional, they don't just sit flat. They rise, sculpted in 3D. Light grey fabric stitched over the denim canvas creates a layered form, a pocket with dimension, a silhouette with attitude. The rear, simple yet assertive. Large, square and grounded, a nod to utility. A visual pause from the expected. Stamped on the back, the GR tag, cut in fine hairy leather. GR for G-Ramirez, a raw material, a quiet signature, a mark that says, this was designed, this was considered. Inside, the label tells a story of its own, a sketch drawn by Gary on a product book during a moment of boredom that became a moment of branding. The drawing was later transformed into the interior label. Every jean in the collection is cut from Italian denim, with specialty trim featured in Origin of Shapes. Each piece sewn in New York. The care label hand-drawn. Its design a tribute to women. The beauty that pours out of them is a constant source of inspiration to the designer. Every detail, right down to the product bag, carries that energy. This is the GR Jean Collection, a trilogy of silhouettes born from instinct, structure and soul. Tints of Grey explores contrast and architecture. Origin of Shapes finds form through fold and discipline. In Between Curtains lingers at the edge of exposure, where the spotlight breaks through shadow. More than denim, these are garments with a pulse, a study in how design meets meaning. GR jeans don't just clothe the body, they carry the story. Thank you for watching.